Hello, what's up in 2018? Well, what's up with my channel is I've recently changed my name, and if you are new to my channel, I used to have this name by Drum On. I just recently switched back to it. It don't hurt to change things up from time to time and give it a try, so here we go. We're going to give her another shot. That is one thing that's up in 2018 for me. I didn't get the video out real early. This is my first day back actually recording in 2018. I was out here practicing the other day, but I didn't really record anything that was uploadable. What I've been using is backfalls, I call it. This stuff that I've recorded along the way that is kind of up in the air if I'm going to post it or not. And this videos that I haven't edited yet. I have the ability to edit at my home and also here where I record. So I can edit videos at my home, but I can't record everything. All my recording equipment is here. So that being said, the video's a little late, but here it goes. So that being one thing is what's up on my channel in 2018. And what am I going to do different in 2018? Well, not really that I know of anything other than hope to improve on what I'm doing. If you will look back on your YouTube channel, you should see growth or improvement. I know that there's been some of my videos that I deleted. I thought, oh my goodness, get that thing off of there before anybody else sees it, which too late. But no, seriously, guys, there should be growth. If you do this long enough, you should be getting better at it. And don't get me wrong, I know that some of us has disabilities that prevent that, but I have something in closing on all of this. So if you want to see it, you're going to have to listen to me to the end of it, okay? But something I am going to try different is I'm going to take, I just recently got permission from someone to take their keyboard playing, and I'm going to try to take their keyboard playing and mix it with my drums and maybe show a mixed video of them playing keyboard and me doing drums. I really don't know how that's going to work out, but it is something that I'm going to try. So if you see that video, it worked out. If you never see it, it didn't work. But you know, I said that to say this. Don't be afraid to try something new or different on a YouTube channel. It may work. Some of the silliest things that I've done on YouTube has been a hit. This recently I posted a song, and it was called The Chicken. I kept that thing back forever, but I never could delete it. I just thought, you know, that's stupid. But the other night, I was kind of in one of those silly moods, and I thought, you know, I'm going to upload that and see what happens. And some folks said that that's about the silliest thing you've ever done. But it was a hit. You know, it done just as good as anything else on here and better than some things. So don't be afraid to try or to mix your channel up, to do something different. Or, you know, when you do it, you kind of know when it's all finished, if it's maybe going to work or not. Now, some things you know that ain't going to work, and we delete it and move on with something new. But that's the biggest thing that I like to do on here, though, is in my shout-outs, I like to encourage other people. And that's the biggest thing that I want to do. I hope to be an encouraging to you. I know that people's heard my drumming and thought, well, he can do it, I can do it. You know, if he can post a video, I can. And I guess a lot of people a starting point thinking, well, if he can, I can. But seriously, if you're starting in a YouTube channel, and I've run across several in the last actually few days that is, I want to encourage you to hang in there. Because that's the biggest thing that I want to do on this channel is to hopefully encourage someone and to communicate. I know our personalities clash or don't mix sometimes. And, you know, the biggest thing is picking the pieces up, learning to work together and go forth. It happens. It's going to happen. Sometimes somebody's going to disagree with you of what you do, and we just have to learn to go forth and to get along and go forth in it. So I want to encourage you, if you were new or been on here a while. And in closing of this thing, I want to hopefully to be encouraging. I know those that have started a YouTube channel, and they were this far away from their breakthrough of it actually working. And I don't know about you, but there was a span that nothing really happened. You were trying to find your groove, and I went through that just this past year. And I just want to go over some things in the past year to encourage you. I see a lot of people that start a channel and quits. They're about that far from their victory in it. On Facebook, I saw a little clipping of a video, and it showed this guy digging an underground, like a tunnel. And at the end was a pot of gold. And he was just about that far away from reaching his pot of gold. Perhaps you are discouraged on here. It might not be working the way you want it to. You might not be getting the viewers, the likes, or the people subscribing to your channel like you like. It's going to happen, and it happens. It has its ups and downs. It's a roller coaster ride. You will have your mountaintops, but guess what's down below? The next valley. We have to get through that valley. We go through the valley. You know, a lot of us get stuck in the valley and don't move forth out of that valley, and we give up there. And if we don't give up there, we give up climbing the next mountain to our next mountaintop experience, our next victory. We will have victories and we will have downfalls. That's part of the YouTube channel. But don't give up in the valley. And a lot of people made it through the valley and is having to climb the mountain to the next mountaintop, and they give up. Just like the little video on Facebook was, that when they were digging, if the dude had dug 15 more minutes, he'd had his pot of gold. So don't give up. Hang in there. Give it your best. In this past year for me, it was challenging. I had my ups and downs, just as I mentioned. Here just a few months ago, I didn't even know that I would be doing another drum cover. Something came up, and I sold my acoustic drums and everything with it. So there was a little span there that I didn't know if I was going to be able to get another drum kit. And I run across these here that you see me playing for a decent price on eBay, and I took a chance on them being good or not. That's the only choice I had. I did have the choice of getting into my wife pots and pans, and she wouldn't let me have them, so luckily I got a drum kit. So I hung in there, and I'm still making drum covers. So despite of the and I'm going to cover this financial with the abilities, disabilities, in the closing of this thing. If you in a financial struggle, hang in there. There is a way. There's a way when there seems to be no way. When little King James are. Okay, that being said, don't give up. The biggest thing that I want to do is encourage you. I couldn't say it enough. A lot of you has the potential to do this professionally. You might be young at it right now, but I see the potential for you being, that will be what you do in life, or you will have that opportunity. It might not look like it right now, but it will happen. Hang in there. Don't give up. You might be like I was a few months ago, not sure that you will ever or that you can continue on your YouTube channel. But if it's meant to be, it will be. Just don't give up in the process. And I think we've got that message. In closing of this, I want to tell you what inspired me to do these drums. And I'm just going to touch on a little bit of my background and some things that happened to me and what I did before. And I'm not looking for a pocket to cry in. I'm not looking for attention in that. I'm just saying this to say, don't give up. I've had a lot of opportunities to give up in a lot of things in life. I've had a lot of odds come against me. But I kept a digging. And I'm going to reach that pot of gold one day. And you will too. Hang in there. Just felt to throw that in there. And I'm going to try to do this and be the macho man that I am. But seriously, every time I tell this to anyone, it really touches my heart and it really moves my spirit. What inspired me to do these drum covers and to do this, I had a drum set and I just beat on them around after I had an accident in the late 90s. Before that, I restored old cars. That was my love. That was my passion. And if I could still do it, I still would be. That being said, that was me. But things happen that changes your life. After the little accident, you know, I was told I'd be in a wheelchair. There wouldn't be no sitting behind a drum kit. There wouldn't be no walking through your Walmart. You would be in a wheelchair. But I can stand up and walk. You know, it might be painful some days, but I can stand up and walk. I can somewhat play a set of drums. I'm not even supposed to be able to do this. And what got me started in drums, you know, anytime something happens to you, if it be financial, health, or whatever, you go through this valley place. And you think that this is as good as it gets. Don't give up. Like I said, if I can be an encouragement to you, I will be. If I can do it, you can do it. But anyway, in closing, there's this little boy that played drums, and he had a health issue, and he held his drumsticks, and it was a snare hand, and it was turned in. And to be honest, he played those drums just as good as guys that does it professionally. It was almost like a supernatural thing that he done that. And that touched my heart to the depths of my heart. And what that young guy was doing, I don't remember his name. It's been many years ago that I saw this video. And it touched me, and it still touches me today. Regardless of your disability, regardless of your finances, regardless of whatever, my word is to you today to hang in there. Don't give up. Keep pressing forward. Your pot of gold lays ahead. Now, my friend, that being said, if you play, on my channel, I have keyboard players, guitar players, singers, drummers, a lot of drummers. In closing, if you play a keyboard, play on. If you play a guitar, play on. If you sing, sing on. And for young drummers, if you drum, drum on. Have a good one.